Cameroonian soldiers invade Nigeria. Stop your territorial encroachment. PANDEF to IPOB. Please guys, I would like you guys to take your time to share, comment and like this channel as we go into the news proper. Ambazonia separatists from southern Cameroon have allegedly invaded Monga community in Takum local government area, Taraba state, killing the village head and many residents. The Senate representing Taraba South, Emmanuel Bocha, raised the alarm on the floor of the 5th Senate on Wednesday that Nigerian territorial sovereignty is under threat following the invasion. Coming under a point of order, the lawmaker, during commencement of plenary, bemoaned the killing of the village head of Monga community and some residents. He said the invasion of the community by the Cameroonian separatists led to the sacking of residents of Monga village. According to the lawmaker, Monga village is 20 kilometers away from Kashimbila Dam. He therefore called on the military to immediately swing into action to prevent the eventual occupation of Monga community by the separatists. He said, "I rise this morning to draw the attention of our countrymen and particularly our security agencies to this unfortunate incident which undermines our integrity and sovereignty as a nation." Tokum local government houses the 23 Battalion of the Nigerian Army. So, Mr. President, it is my humble submission that the Nigerian Army should rise to the challenge and curb this wanton territorial expansion. Their separative motive is yet unknown, whether they want to expand territory or lay claim for southwest Cameroon is not yet clear. As I speak, a number of individuals have gone missing and their whereabouts are yet unknown. The village also is razed down. The Senate, therefore, will remain silent to honor those killed by the Ambazonia separatists. Meanwhile, the Pan-Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF, has warned members of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, to be very cautious over what is described as its moves for territorial conquest in the region. PANDEF National Publicity Secretary Ken Robinson warned that Niger Delta region friendly and sympathetic disposition to the cause of IPOB and its agitators should not be misconstrued that the region belongs to the Igbo. He stated this while reacting to the hoisting of Biafran flag in Bakassi local government area across River State yesterday by IPOB members. An eyewitness said the IPOB members, while hoisting the flag, intimidated residents who attempted to resist them. After chasing away security men, manning the place, but the authorities swiftly reinforced security men in the area to disperse the hoodlum. Robinson pointed out that hosting of Biafran flag. of flag in another region's territory amounted to territorial conquest, and advised leaders of IPOB to caution their members, as such move could be provocative and offensive. He stated that Niger Delta people are not Igbos and therefore should not be part of the agitation for the Republic of Biafra. We want to hear from the people of Bakassi if they belong to the Igbos. They should let us know. But I want to state here that ethnic groups in Niger Delta such as the Ikweres, the Jos, the Shekiri, the Urobos, the Calabaris, the Ibibios, and other ethnic groups in the Niger Delta have made it very clear that they are not Igbos and should be at that, he said. Meanwhile, the governor Ifan Yokowa led South-South Governors Forum said he could not make an official statement on the matter as it had not been briefed. "We have not received information about it, so we can't make an official statement about it until we are properly briefed," said the Delta State Commission for Information, Charles Anyaugu, in a telephone interview with our correspondent. The Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Olisa Ifejika, said security issues, especially those related to the hoisting of the flag, fell squarely in the table of President and the federal government, adding that it was not a regional matter. Also reacting the Cross River State government said that any agitation by the Atlock IPOB or any other Biafran agitating group in the state belonged to history. In a telephone interview, the paramount secretary in charge of state security matters in the governor's office, Dr. Alfred Mbato, said the state government and security forces had effectively blocked IPOB from campaigning in any part of the state. Neither the State Commissioner of Police, Aminu Hassan, nor the Police or Public Relations Officer, PPRO, Irene Ubo, responded to several calls made to them. But the chairman of Bakassi local government, Iyadim, who confirmed the incident, said a curfew had been declared from 7 p.m. By hosting the Biafran flag, the boys may not know the consequences of their action. Some of these boys are ignorant. Some are used by external forces. We have made them know that we are not taking their matter lightly. Security men have been deployed to the area. In fact, we have placed a temporary curfew in the local government from 7 p.m. He explained that the deteriorating security situation in Bakassi was compounded by the non-resettlement of Bakassi people and the government's failure to fulfill its promise to ex-Niger Delta militants who down their tools and embrace amnesty. A Niger Delta-based security expert, Chief Anap Sarah Igbe, dismissed the hoisting of the flag by IPOB in Bakassi as a joke taken too far, saying such a move was inconsequential and of no relevance to the people of the Niger Delta region. A resident, Emmanuel Okon, said that residents of Ikot, Okon, Ikwi, Ewong, Ikot, Eden, Oko, and Ikan were living in fear as they were always attacked by cultist armed robbers on a daily basis. It will be reported that suspected gunmen had in the past carried out violent attacks in Akwa Ibom and Cross River State, where scores of persons had been killed. Governor Yesim Wike of River State was forced to impose a 24-hour curfew in Oyibo area of the state last year following the hosting of the Biafran flag and attack on critical infrastructure by some suspected gunmen. I just have to make a quick comment pertaining this PANDEF and Niger Delta issue will not be part of Biafra. It is very clear that all Niger Delta region are all Biafran land. But there is a misconstruction here. People keep saying the Igbo agitation of Biafra, the Igbo agitation of this, the Igbo agitation of that. Biafra is not an Igbo territory alone. Biafra is a territory of both Igbos, Ishekiri, Inang, the Ibibios, and other minority ethnic group. The fact that the Igbos are the one championing Biafra does not make it their own alone. That is something that most of these political urging are trying to lynch on, because they are trying to make it look as if it is the Igbo that's agitating for Biafra and their people are not part of it, so that the divide and rule of the federal government can take effect properly, and they will be easy to conquer, especially those Niger Deltas. They will be easy to hold them back and continue to tap their resources and enrich themselves. We the Igbos are not begging anybody to join us in Biafra land. As a matter of fact, ESN is in Akwa Ibom. A report reaching us last week, ESN was able to repel an attack in Akwa Ibom, even though this information was not reported in the media, but it happened. Some ESN repelled attack of Fulani S-men. And mind you, those ESN are not only Igbos alone. There are both Akwa Ibom people in the ESN. There are some Akwa Ibom people in ESN. And they were able to repel this Fulani attack, and they were able to chase Fulani to their training ground. Imagine, Fulani have training ground in Akwa Ibom State. And ESN was able to accomplish this task because of the support they got from the locals. You people keep saying Niger Delta is not a Biafra territory. You people keep deceiving yourself. Yes, we are not dragging territory with you. People that hosted flag, they are not even IPOB. They are just concerned local people that feel that their land is part of Biafra and hosted a flag of Biafra. And you people are accusing innocent IPOB. If you people feel that your region is not part of Biafra, when we do the referendum, we will know where you stand. We cannot deny those people of participating in referendum. We cannot outrightly say they are not part of us, because their fathers fought with us. The last Biafra war that took place in 1966 to 1970, all the whole Nigeria region were part of it. We all shed blood together. We are all comrades in arms. So now that we are trying to restore this Biafra, how do you now expect us to just come and say the Igbo region is the only Biafra land we are fighting for? Don't you think the blood of those that have died for Biafra will fight against us? The only way to make sure that our hand is clean is through referendum. At least nobody will accuse us of excluding them. Let them exclude themselves with a referendum. By the time we vote, the fact that you have fought with us before, therefore means that whatever we are doing right now, you have to be part of it. You cannot run away from it. I keep hearing all those political urchins in Niger Delta. I keep saying Niger Delta is not Igbo. Niger Delta. Whereas Obibo in the heart of Niger Delta is Obibo. Obibo. People are calling it Oyibo today. It's Obibo and it's Igbo land. Everybody there speaks Igbo. What are you going to say about that one? A lot of Niger Delta community are indigenous people. It's not migrated. It's not people that came here to do business. These are indigenous people that have been there thousands of years, and they are Igbo speaking. Clearly Igbo speaking. So what are people saying? He will say this one is Delta Igbo. What is Delta Igbo? Igbo everywhere is Igbo everywhere. There's something like Delta Igbo. It's the name you people coined out to be able to separate and disintegrate and diminish the Igbo population. The fact that the Igbo has the highest population in the Eastern region means that whatever that is happening there, Igbo are bound to have the higher voice. The fact that the Igbo people have the highest voice in the region does not mean that the Biafra we are fighting for has to do with Igbos alone. When Biafra comes, it will be a confederation. Every region, every tribe will have their own currency, will have their own army, will have their own security. Nobody is controlling anybody. You have your own ministers. So what is your problem exactly? Today, we are going to run a system that is similar to that of United Kingdom. Each part of United Kingdom is made of almost 3 or 4 countries. And each of them have their own currency. But they all operate under one name, United Kingdom. When Biafra comes, the reason why we keep mentioning some Niger Delta and other riverine area is because we cannot stop mentioning them. It's impossible. We can't. The only way that will make us stop mentioning them is when we have referendum. The moment we have referendum and it is clear that the majority is against being with us, there is no qualms. You go your separate way and we go our separate ways. We can do on our own. What do we need from you? There's no Igbo state today that doesn't have oil. There's no Igbo state today that doesn't have natural resources. Are you talking of coal? Are you talking of this chemical used in manufacturing chips? We have it in the boy states. Chemical used in manufacturing chips. All these chips you are seeing, you go to China, all these things you are seeing there, you are using those very rare earth minerals that is used in making the phones you are using today. There are some rare earth minerals that are used in making all those chips. And some of those rare earth minerals are in China. China come to Nigeria to get them, and they manufacture them, and those rare, we have them in Biafra land. I'm not talking of coal, I'm not talking of oil, I'm talking of rare earth minerals. We have these things. So why do you think we should be forcing ourselves to join you? What is even your problem, Niger Delta people? All this nonsense here is there, we are not Igbo, we are not Biafra. What is wrong with you? Are we begging you? Yes, you are not Biafra. Campaign for your own region. Why have you campaigned that you want your Niger Delta? Why are you always hinting on Biafra? Anytime you hear about Biafra, you are scared. Igbo will colonize us. Is the Fulani not colonized? Because Fulani not colonizing people since? If the oil coming in your land, is any of your people having oil wells? The oil that's coming in your land, is any of your people owning oil wells? At least the Igbo self will have one of us that even own oil wells. We have one of us that's own oil well now. I think it's out to Asia or something. At least that one is even better. But I've not had any Niger Delta that own oil well. So who should even be talking of our oil? In fact, the matter of fact, we shouldn't even be the one complaining. It should be Niger Delta that is even complaining more than the Igbos. But unfortunately, their leaders are silent. I don't know. But it's just that we Igbos are wired differently. We cannot keep quiet in the face of oppression. We are wired differently. So sometimes when things are going wrong, it will be an Igbo man that will speak up. Yes, that is how God has made us, and you cannot blame us for that. When things are going wrong, it will be an Igbo man that eventually speaks up. That's how we are wired. So my people, I would like you guys to share this story and comments. Let's hear what you have to say. Thank you.